Hey guys, it's Brian here. On my quest to find out whether or not Rock Band 3 can really teach you to play an instrument. My last video you saw me play in expert mode for the first time. I did pretty well considering that I had never played the keyboard. So the first thing I want to talk about is that somebody on my comments thankfully pointed out to me that the game may have a mode which will teach you how to play a song on expert without just, reading the notes and trying to flail around on the keyboard like I was doing. So I'm definitely going to try that out later in the video. The second thing to talk about is the drums. On my first video, I made a comment about the drums. I said that they can't. I made a comment that basically implied that the drums cannot pick up the sensitivity of the hit. Basically, they don't respond to how hard you hit the drum. They only respond to whether or not you hit the drum. And that's not 100% true. And I want to clarify what I meant by that. What I meant was that the game doesn't teach you how hard to hit. It's capable, and we've seen it in Guitar Hero actually. Guitar Hero has sensitivity for how hard you hit the drum, but it still doesn't teach you how hard to hit it on any given song. It doesn't really teach you because there's not really a penalty for not hitting it at the right, just how hard you should. I mean, if you were in a band, the band members would basically work out with you how loud you're supposed to play, stuff like that, how loud or soft a part should be. So I don't think that's a big deal, but I wanted to clarify that about the drum. And like I said, I will have some videos showing off the Pro Drum and talking about why I think specifically, with examples of songs and whatnot, why I think that the drum is on a very good path to teaching people how to play the drum. The drum in Rock Band 3, and even Rock Band 1, 2, and Guitar Hero, right now, they're in a great place in terms of you sitting down, not ever playing a drum before, and then learning to play the drum. They're in a great place right now. Especially with Rock Band 3's Pro Mode, they're better than ever, and you can totally... I already have an opinion that you can play the drum with Rock Band 3, and we're going to talk about that, and I'll show you examples at some point in the future. There is a MIDI adapter that I need in order to play my drum with the game, and that adapter has not been released for the Xbox yet. So I can't do it yet. I really want to, but I can't. So we'll have to be patient. It'll come eventually. Now on to the training mode. Okay guys, so I'm in the training mode, and I went to Pro Keys lessons. Now, there are all these lessons. I tried a few of them earlier on. I didn't show you, but they were pretty simple, just having me play scales, and I felt like, hey, I know how to just play some songs rather than scales. People aren't going to be interested in that. But to be thorough, I should show you some of these Pro Key lessons. Let's go to the very bottom one, at the very bottom, Advanced Key Lesson, and I'll show you the way that these actually work. You may not be able to read the screen if you're not watching in high quality, but it says, keep your thumb planted on the C. So, I guess this is the C. That's nice. It's telling you what the note is. Okay, this is the C. And use your middle finger and pinky fingers to play the chords. This is telling me that I'm supposed to play with my right hand the whole game, basically. And I take this to mean, and as someone has pointed out in my comments, that the game actually trains you to play the whole thing with your right hand. First of all, I don't want to play the whole game with my right hand because I think that a real keyboard player, I mean, there are guitar players, okay, those are pretty cool. I mean, Dream Theater has a great guitar guy, but I'd like to be able to play with two hands. I'm sure that the Dream Theater guy can play keyboard with two hands also. So, this game, I really wanted it to teach me how to play with two hands, play keyboard traditional style. So, I would like to play with my left hand, but let me show you what happens if I listen to the game. Let's watch this. I begin this, and it's okay. So it says to hit these other notes with my middle finger and pinky. Okay, I gotta get better at this, right? This is not so good. This is really bad. Oh my god. But check it out. Let me pause this. Check this out. My pinky, look, here's my, okay, my hand is not that small. It's not great for piano. No one's gonna look at me and say, hey, you should play piano, look at your fingers. But my hand's not like it's tiny. But I can barely stretch to that blue over there. That's what it needs me to do. And hell, even if, I mean, this isn't even as far out as you could stretch. This whole thing is actually going all the way out to the end of the blue here. If there were a song that wanted me to play these two at the same time with just my right hand, that is actually physically impossible for me. So to stretch out even this far, it's possible, but then my middle finger is like up here. I don't even, this is so uncomfortable. It actually it pains me to do that. So I couldn't follow these directions if I wanted to, and anyone who has smaller hands than I do, I'm going to take a measuring tape, and we're going to measure how far across this is. Okay, we're talking about 7.5 inches just to do this tutorial. My fingers would have to stretch out that far. So my fingers can stretch out to a maximum of just over 8 inches. And in centimeters, well, this useless thing does not have centimeters, but maybe you can Google it. So anyway, if your hand span is not like 9 inches, forget about it. So that's okay. Maybe we can just train with this, and I'll play with my left hand. And so you can see that I can immediately play with two hands much more easily than I can play with just one. Much more easily than I can play with just one. I don't know why they're trying to get you to play the game this way. I'm going to look for the song trainer that someone was telling me about. And lo and behold, it's right there in front of my stupid face. Learn a song. That sounds great, doesn't it? Learn a song. That sounds amazing. And what better song to try this on than a song I've already played? Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Tears for Fears. Hey, it's a great 80s song. What can I say? I like the song, so we're going to try this out. It's going to show me... Here's the part I have to play. It's missing a few notes. It's missing the very beginning little flourish. And it's just having me play the main part. Well, that's all I really need, essentially, to play the song, is the major parts. That's okay, it's going to tell me how to play that. Problem is, I guess, the only thing it's telling me is key of E flat, but hey, at least it's not trying to tell me to use just my right hand, right? Okay, so it just has me going through the major parts. Alright, so, sorry for talking so much, but I felt that I had to go over a lot of that stuff for you so that you could see all the things available to you in the game. I welcome all comments of any kind that are helpful comments. Comments have to be approved on my channel, so if you're a troll, just leave now. I don't really care about what you have to say. But everyone who's contributed great comments so far, I thank you so much. You clued me in into some of these modes that would be great to show people. And in summary, my final thoughts on these modes are that they're great. They're a huge step up from Rock Band, Rock Band 2, and Guitar Hero. Anything that those franchises have offered in the past has been, you know, clunky. The Song Trainer gives you a really easy way to play the songs. The practice mode gives you really silly ways that I can't even do to play the songs, but I'd personally stay away from the practice mode. I would go right into the songs. It's a lot more fun, and it's why you bought the game, to play songs, have fun. And I'd go straight to the Song Trainer, because the Song Trainer is actually teaching you to play parts of songs, so go for it. Go straight to the Song Trainer and have a great time learning parts of songs before you go in and fail your ass off. This is Brian. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully with some great videos that are a lot of fun.